I had the privilege of working with Anne on a little show called Ragtime. For those of you laughing, you know why. For those of you who are not laughing, let's just, to use her favorite term, it was a clusterfuck. Alright, leave that. Set pieces got taken away, and costumes were just everything and crazy. And I remember we were in tech, and the stage had yet to be painted, or anything had yet to be painted, and it was, what was it, like 3 days before we opened or something? It was the day before. It was fantastic. It was the day before we opened. And Shannon Agnew, who would love to be here, but she's on tour right now, being Cinderella's stepmother and fairy godmother and 18,000 things like she does. Can't be here, but I know she would want to tell the story too. We both go up to her and we're like, Anne, what can we do for you right now? How can we help you? Starbucks has closed, what else can we do? And she was like, well, I need to get this staged. We have so much work that we have to do, and there's no time. And we're like, all right, we're here, how can we help you? So the theater technically closed, and we were not supposed to be there. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be telling this story, but I graduated, I got that diploma, picked me, so I'm telling it anyway. So we go away. I remember she told us to take lots of caffeine because we were going to be up late. So Shannon and I went to the Dunkin' Donuts. It's open 24 hours, and we just drank like 3 coffees. And we went back to the theater probably around like 11:30, and I don't know how, but she got into the lock space. She got in there. she was in there, and she's like, just come in and find me. And we found her, and Vinnie Colombo was there too. And the 4 of us, we painted that massive set, and that stage. We didn't have set. We painted that massive stage, and it was speckled, and I remember, you know, just it was crazy, and she was upstairs working on 25 different costumes at once, and working on wigs that people ended up not even wearing, and it was just, and she was blasting classical music from this decrepit old boombox. It was fantastic, and I remember, you know, I don't think Shannon and I realized how late she was going to stay there. I think we thought, you know, like, we'll put a cap on it, like 2 a.m. and we'll be done for the night and we'll come back at 10. Oh no. I know that I left at 6 in the morning, and I think Shannon left at 6:30 because we had like a 9 a.m. class or something. But Anne did not leave that space until everything was completed. And I know that we got everything painted that had to be painted, and we took care of our little portion of costumes, but Anne, I don't think she left the theater that night at all. I think she just stayed in that little green room on that couch, and it was really funny because around 3 o'clock in the morning we walked in, like, all right, the walkway is painted, what now? And she goes, I'm gonna lie down for like half hour. And so we're like, give us something to do, and she's like, they need to be hemmed, hem those, and I'm just gonna close my eyes. And she lied down on this massive pile of coats and just for 30 minutes didn't set an alarm, and then at 30 minutes her eyes popped up and she's like, all right, we're gonna do something else now. The energy that woman had was just remarkable, and the work ethic and how she inspired us to work for her. I think very rarely you'll find students who are so willing. Fear, maybe. I don't even know if it was fear. I think we all have such an immense respect for her and for her vision, and we wanted to see it come out the best that it could have been. And damn it, if I didn't have that 9 a.m. class, I would have stayed with her. But no, it's just memories like that, and you know, and throughout the 4 years, she was that one person that if I was having a shit day, you know, you could walk in there and just throw your bag down and be like, fuck it all, and she'd be like, tell me about it. And she'd probably have 10 stories that are worse than whatever you're going through. And she also introduced me to the magical world of what online dating is, and dating more than one man at a time. A concept that I had no idea, and you know, she was dating an existentialist, and that was always fun to hear about. And just amazing, you know, and it's just her vitality and her immense love of this insane and crazy world. I can't even begin to express the light that has gone out, not just in PACE, but in community. I mean, that OB, God damn it. She worked hard for that OB, and you knew it, and it reflected in everything she did and every student she taught with, and I just think we're all incredibly blessed to have been given the chance to have known her and worked alongside her. So the next iced venti coffee I have, it's to Anne.
I'm going to speak next. It's my story, actually. Piggybacks off of that time. I'm Ryan. I graduated in '09. And I want to start off first with my ragtime story, just because I was thinking about
Everyone's got one.
I was, for every show, I was kind of an assistant to her. She always threw things at me and was like, hem this, paint this, do that. And I was more than willing, because at that time, way back when, we needed like 60 hours of tech time. And it was the easiest way. You worked on a show, you were in the show, you did costumes, you were wardrobe supervisor, you got all your hours. Sorry, I'm really upset. And I just remember it was like the day before, and someone had said, you're probably going to want to not film this. We didn't have a black baby doll. And I couldn't find one, and someone wanted to paint. And I remember being, yeah, exactly. And I remember being like,